I'm videoing this in the COVID-19 outbreak, so it's a bit of a crazy time, and I'm hoping that this video might reach some of you that are categorised in the older category. Perhaps some of you are in a wheelchair or chair-bound or even bed-bound. Even if you don't fall into those categories, these exercises are really brilliant. If you've had any operations, or perhaps you need to get your arms moving, if you've got any issues with your back or your legs, with Pilates you've got loads and loads of exercises that you can use your whole body, and there are a lot of exercises we can do just with our arms and our head, and I will bring in the upper body a little bit as well. Obviously just follow the movements that you can do, and hopefully it will just leave you feeling a little bit more energised and ready to face the day or to fall asleep if it's the last thing that you do at night. So we're going to start with, as my t-shirt suggests, just a bit of breathing, which is just fundamental in Pilates, and often we don't really think about how we breathe. And I've got another short video on my YouTube channel all about breathing, so I won't go into it too much now. But one exercise that we can start with is breathing. You don't have to, but if you can or you want to pop your hands onto either side of your rib cage, relaxing your shoulders, this is where we're going to breathe into. And if you find this difficult, then don't push this, but just try it for yourself a little bit. So you're going to try and breathe into your hands, so breathing in wide. If you watch my hands, and they expand as I breathe in, and as I exhale, they slowly diminish and they get smaller. So you're breathing outwards and then inwards. You're not breathing into your shoulders or your chest. You're breathing wide, laterally, sideways into your ribcage. You're going to try and breathe in through your nose, and then you're going to try and exhale slowly through your mouth. And you're going to breathe in, and you're going to exhale. And you can do this as many times as you wish. If you start to feel a bit lightheaded, then just take a break. If you're new to this kind of idea of breathing into this area. If not, let's just give it a little go. Let's try and breathe in, hold for a breath, and then exhale. And inhale. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Exhale. Good, and inhale. Try and get that breath really into these ribs. See how my ribs expand, and as you exhale, you're pushing that air out. And inhale. And exhale. And see if you can inhale for maybe a count of 4 or 5. You can count that for yourself, but I'll count you for 5. Let's see if we can breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and see if you can exhale for 6. So we're going to come down 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's try that again. Breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can always place your hands on your knees, and let's try that again. So you're going to breathe in. Try to breathe in for 5, but as many as you can do. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good, and just rest there. Give your shoulders a little roll, get some movement into those shoulders. So with your breathing, that's just one exercise that you can do whenever you like, all day if you wish. And your lungs, like any other part of your body, they will respond to exercise. So So if you find that quite difficult now, you keep going, then maybe next week and 2 weeks you'll be able to breathe in for longer and out for longer. So it's a really good exercise to do for that lung capacity. So just give your shoulders a little roll and just get the blood flowing around the body. And if you can, just take your head to one side, just very gently, seeing how that feels. And take it very gently to the other side. Say hello if you're next to anybody, give them a smile. Just turning the head one way and then the other way. That's lovely. And you may or may not feel a little stretch. Let's just do it one more time. Down into your neck. But it's good. It's good to move the neck. It's good to see what's going on around you. Okay, lovely. If you can, wherever you're sat, whether it's in a chair like mine or a wheelchair or even a bed, as much as possible, try to sit up. Try not to slouch into your chair if that's possible. Then you can kind of really work on your core stability. You can pull the tummy in a little bit and you're thinking about your shoulders that are over your ribs, that are over your hips. So there's a nice straight line, but you're not kind of leaning forward or slouching back. So it's all about keeping that spine nice and straight. And your back might ache a bit if you're not used to sitting like this. That's okay, it means all the muscles are working. So as much as possible sitting up. Don't stick the ribs out, but keep shoulders over ribs, over hips. There's a nice straight line. And then we're going to just take the arms down or rest them here, whatever's easiest. And we're going to just take an arm up. And we're going to turn the palm in and then take the arm down. So make sure you've got enough room around you and you're not going to hit the person next to you if you're doing this in a little group. But you're going to take the arm up and take the arm down. Good. And you're going to keep the arms slightly in front of you. Imagine you're in a telephone box and you're going to the corner of that telephone box. Okay, good. So rather than going directly to the side, you're going to the corner. And as my arm comes up, I'm just turning it in and I'm coming down again like this. That's lovely. And you're thinking about being really nice and tall. Don't worry if your arm doesn't go very far. Even if it's there, that's fine, because you're still moving. You're aiming to get the arm by your ear if possible. But don't worry, any movement is good, okay? That's what Pilates is all about. Then we're going to try both arms. So we're going to bring both arms up and bring both arms down. And if you have any problems with your shoulders or your arms, then here you might be able to see if one is working a bit better than the other. Maybe you're like this, that's fine. So just with your breath, keep breathing however you want to breathe. You might breathe in here and you might breathe out coming down. Or you might breathe out going up and in coming down. It's like a bird. Okay, just move those arms, move those shoulders. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, excellent. From there, give your shoulders a roll. Shake them out if you need to. You're going to turn the palms round, okay, so they're facing back. And if you can, you're going to take them forward and you're going to see how far you can come. See if you can get them right up. You're aiming to get them here, okay, but even if they're just here, that's fine. So really trying to reach up and then you're coming all the way down. Okay, lovely. So again, this just depends on the mobility in your shoulders. So reach them up as far as you can. Try not to drop the head, so keep the head lifted. Keep the chin up, as they say. Great. So just get those arms moving. Okay, and as the arms come up, try not to bend into the back. So you're kind of thinking about keeping all this nice and still and coming all the way down again. Lovely. If you can and you've got room, take the arms up and now take them out to the side. Don't take them back behind you, but to the side or the corners. So up in your telephone box and then to the corners. Lovely. You might be feeling a little bit warmer. Okay. So you're getting the blood pumping around your body. You see, we're actually working quite hard and we're just sat down. So you can still do plenty of work. Imagine if you had weights in your arms or a couple of baked bean tins. Okay, then you're going to be working even harder, so you can adapt these exercises, okay? Lovely. Okay, and just roll the shoulders there. I'm warm. Okay, lovely. From there, we're going to still work with the shoulders. We're going to turn the palms here. We're going to glue the elbows into the waist. Okay, so they don't come away, they stick into the waist. Think about your favourite drink in your hands. Maybe it's a nice cup of tea. Maybe it's a gin and tonic, maybe it's a whiskey, maybe it's a glass of wine, maybe it's just some fizzy water. Okay, but you don't want to spill whatever that is, alright? So it's precious. Whatever's in your palms is precious. And as you take the palms away from you, you're going to rotate your shoulders here, okay? Good. So keep those palms nice and flat if you can, and you're going to rotate. Don't bring the elbows away, keep the elbows tucked in. Lovely, and just keep going. So you may or may not feel a stretch here in the front. See if you can push it a bit more and bring the arms back. Lovely, so long fingers, long wrists. You can check, have I tipped my tea or my gin and tonic? No, we're nice and steady. Okay, good. So this is lovely exercise, lovely stretch. Another little stretch, hold it here, hold that, and now take your head and say hello again to the people next to you, or look out the window and just see if you can feel a bit of a stretch there. Turn your head and turn it the other way. Just keep breathing. Okay, lovely, and take the arms back. And let's do that one more time, that stretch. Let's take the head the other way first. So your chin is coming over your shoulder. And your chin is coming over your shoulder here. You might be able to see my doggy in the window of the studio. If you can see a black image, that's my dog that's in the garden, coming to say hello. There she is. Okay, and let's just do one last one there and shake all that off if you can. Okay, lovely, roll the shoulders there. All right, from there, we are going to just bring those arms back, okay, if that feels okay. We're going to take the arms out. We're going to now take those drinks, those imaginary drinks up, and we're going to draw the elbows back into the waist and take the arms back in. So you're really feeling that in your shoulders and in your back maybe, all the way up. Don't drop the chin, keep the chin up. Lovely, and in and out. Maybe breathe in here, breathe out, breathe in, and breathe out. And again, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and breathe out. There's no right or wrong, just maybe do a breath in or out on each movement. Okay, lovely. And take the arms in and rest them down there. Good, and give them a shake, lovely. So if you want to add weights, like actual weights, or like I say, baked bean tins, or anything that's added a bit more, you can see these exercises can work you even more. Okay, so now if we can, we're going to just move the spine a little bit. If you can take your arm up, you might want to hold on to the chair, and you're just going to take the spine over to the side a little bit, just to feel a nice stretch in the side here. Breathe into that stretch, and then reach up. If you can't take your arm up, keep them down, and you can just do this. That's fine. That's still doing the same thing. An arm just adds a little bit more to that stretch, okay? So see if you can take the arm first, then you move the spine, breathe in. If those of you want any more work out there, take that other arm away and then reaching up, and you should be able to really feel that in the waist muscles here, okay? So that's quite a lot going on there. So don't go too far, but if you want a bit more work, reach and restack. Okay, that's a little bit more advanced. So we'll just go back to this step, up and slide. Breathe into that stretch, lovely, lovely. You can do this in bed as well, and up and over. Just try to keep the hips nice and still so you're not rocking or reaching over. This is all about the spine. Okay, good. So loads of side to side. If you can, bring your arms here, but again, you can just have your arms here. And we're going to now just rotate. But rotation, you don't have very much. So you're just rotating in your spine. See how I'm not going, oh look, how far can I rotate? I'm not pulling my arms. I'm thinking about moving my sternum, my breastbone, and I'm not going very far at all. Good. It's quite tricky rotation, and you can add in arms and all sorts, but just try and relax the shoulders whilst you're here. Okay, good. Let's just do one more to the other side. Lovely. And then take the arms down. And we're just going to finish by taking your arms out to the side. You're going to breathe in. You're going to take the arms back behind the head. Keep the elbows slightly forward and breathe out. You're going to breathe in and shrug your shoulders up, and then you're going to exhale and release. Inhale, shrug those shoulders, exhale, and inhale, and exhale. Now try to keep the head where it is, and release the hands so you don't dip. Okay, reach them up, and all the way out. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in, shrug. Breathe out, release. Breathe in, shrug. And breathe out, release. Breathe in, shrug. Breathe out, release. Reaching up and all the way down. Let's just do that one more time. Breathing in. Breathing in, shrug. Let it all go. Breathing in. Breathing in. Reaching up and all the way down. And just roll the shoulders there, lovely. So I feel like I've done a bit of work there, and we've just been sitting and we've just used our arms, we've done a little bit of head work, and we've moved the spine a little bit. And now your blood should be pumping around your body more, you should feel slightly more energized, and your brain's perhaps been working a little bit because you've been thinking about your breathing, and you're thinking about what's my arm doing, what's this doing. So every part of you really has been worked. If you want to do any exercises for the legs and the feet, then watch the next video on, because I'm going to do exactly the same, but we're going to work with the lower half, and I'll give you a few exercises to do there. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Choose the exercises that you liked. Maybe there were 3 exercises that you really liked there, and you can just do those ones. There are an infinite amount of exercises that you can do and adapt as well. So it's not about trying to do everything, just do the ones that you think are good for you. So I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you soon.